Zio Pera, ragazzi, zio Pera. Oh, ma su YouTube che siamo più di 1.300, no? Ma riusciamo ad arrivare almeno...
Yeah, Booga, I mean, you know, when we think about Fortnite, if you're someone who's like never heard of Fortnite at all, but someone says Booga, you're like, yeah, I know that. Yeah, I know Booga is, right? I want to see this guy win a global championship title. To just have like every single title imaginable, like it just would cement him forever, right? He's already regarded as like this incredible player, and when you have this many like accolades as him, like people would just trade it all to even have like even half of those accolades.
And just how strictly people look at Booga, where if he's not getting first, then he's getting last. I don't understand how the community could ever say he's not getting first, then he's getting last. I don't understand how the community could ever say four, and then of course going for third place in Major 1 and seventh place in Major 3, and they did split up in Major 2, but obviously they felt some kind of synergy. They understood that this was the duo to make their ticket into the Global Championships.
Yeah, it didn't quite work out when they split duos. They of course came back together, and that's really, really difficult to do. When you're a team that has had a little bit of success before, split up, come back together, what are the vibes going to be like there, right? It's like, hang on a sec, you just dropped me, and now you're coming back to ask if we can play. So it's nice to see them still performing well. I genuinely think there's a really, really good chance of them getting a top 5, maybe even the win, depending on how the weekend goes, because their situations seem to just work out really nicely for them. I mentioned it earlier, they can go towards that east side, towards that castle. Lots of different teams, even to the north of the castle as well, that are going to be landing there. So interesting to see how they can sort of manage those early storm surge damage. And even if they do get a little bit of their loot stolen from that gas station to the south of their drop, I still don't think they're going to be in trouble. I still think this is a team that can pull it out of the bag. Much like Acorn and Cole, when it comes to the end game, they're still going to be looking stacked because they can find those eliminations.
Yeah, I mean, Booga, an incredible IGL, and then Aviv grabbing all of those eliminations as well. And the loot, like you were talking about, the loot that they walk out of that POI is absolutely ridiculous. They are stacked by Zone 2, and no one wants to face them. Although, a cute little caveat for the moments that we got to see in the Cash Cups, where he saw Peterbot and Poi. Booga and Aviv were currently in first place after game number 5 from the recent with Cash Cups, but Peterbot and Poi, you know that they want that win, the win before the Global Championships. And so, they literally left the forecast tower, the only time that Clix and Veno got that forecast tower, and wanted to chase Booga and Aviv. And Booga and Aviv saw the token, saw that little glowing around, they knew that that was where the coin was, and ran away. But again, it worked out in their favor because Booga and Aviv came out on top.
Just crazy stuff, man. I am so hyped to start the competition. It is almost that time. Acorn and Cold, though, we have to mention these guys, right? We got a little taste of these duos, and I mean, we can't forget as well, Cold also walked away at EWC with a win, right alongside Ritual. So he's already got this confidence in him. You've got Acorn right there, ready to go. I mean, do we think these guys could go? Like, could they make that top 5? Could they win it all?
So, before Major 1, before they won, we asked the question, you know, as a fun little thing, who do we think is going to win the Global Championships? And I said Acorn and Cold way back when. I mean, after their run that they had last year, it was absolutely phenomenal. Getting 7th place in the Global Championships for 2023 just solidified their spot as 2 of the GOATs of Fortnite. And then they do it again, winning Major 1 once again this year. They just, the way that they synergize together, the IGLing, the fragging, it is perfection.
Yeah, it is. I think it's all about that off-spawn battle for me down there at Brutal Beachhead. Andalex and Sato, these guys are not a bad team in any regard. I mean, they're here, so that says it all. I mean, Andalex being around the block, being a very, very experienced player over on EU. Sato, more of an upcoming player, and he is really, really good as well. He's one of those players that lots of people have got their eyes on as some up-and-coming talent in the EU scene. And I think this is a team that, yeah, they're probably going to try and play a little bit slower off-spawn. They're not necessarily going to try and finish the fight too quickly. As I mentioned earlier, they might try and dip on out. I'm not too sure how splittable Brutal Beachhead is, so if both teams decide to try and stay, there might be a little bit of an engagement there, but I think both teams would be more than happy to kind of just dip out.
I think you're right. I think Sato's going to grab a few chests and dip.
Okay, all right, I like it. We just got word. We're gonna check out the Creator Lounge. We've got a little interview lined up with Blake in Somerset.
I told you guys earlier, the Creator Lounge was all about getting in contact with some of the influencers around Fortnite, and we're joined by the awesome Somerset and the awesome Blake. Thank you guys so much for joining us. First and foremost, how's the event so far?
It's been amazing. Meeting the fans, a surreal experience. I couldn't expect anything more.
And Blake?
It's been crazy. We walked in, we were literally getting swarmed, taking pictures for like an hour, trying to find this creator lounge. But I'm happy to be here, and I'm excited to see the event.
Blake, I gotta ask you, right? You know, you have a lot of experience playing in competitive. You've played against a lot of the players on that stage. Who are you looking at thinking, this is the best player in the tournament right now, these are the teams to beat?
Obviously, we got to look at Peterbot and Paul.
I'm losing my pick.
Back-to-back FNCS.
Oh, yo, chill. They're saying yeah in the chat.
Looking like the
You give
favorites
him
to
a
win. But, you know, there's 4 teams at the POI. Another team I want to look at is Clips and Vino. But they're being surprised con by some OCE team.
That was a little
so
free
we
one,
got to see how it plays out. But I'm
That's a
excited.
little free one.
Somerset, listen, an event of your own kind, right? Big competition on the horizon.
Ilsa's looking
How are you
jealous
feeling
that
for
I did
that?
that to the camera. Ilsa's not happy. She's not happy right now. that I did that.
Stressed, happy, sad, I don't know,
Oh,
everything,
man.
mix of emotions.
I just can't sit
but,
down any longer.
You know.
Awesome to get that insight, though, from a competitor's standpoint, because we got all those
Here we go. We got a
competitors
wholesome
out
one.
on
I'll let you read
stage.
it all.
Absolutely. I mean, when you look at the venue so far, people packing in, do you yourself even, you know, remember back when you used to play a lot and get nervous about, you know, just how many fans are there waiting for you? Like, how does the nerves factor in when you're up there on that stage?
I mean, I feel like most of these pros on this stage are experienced, and I don't think the nerves are really affecting them. And for the new-timers, like the one-time land qualifiers, like they're gonna feel it game 1 dropping in. Once they land on that map, they're gonna be good. The nerves are gone, they're locked in, ready to win.
And obviously, you both are just awesome content creators. Any content going to be coming from you guys from the event, and if so, let everybody know where you guys can, or where they can check them out.
Somerset with an O, no U, but anywhere on any social.
Yep. We'll be doing a meet and greet in the main lobby at 1:30 p.m. Central Time. I'll be IRL streaming it at twitch.tv/Blake.
Awesome stuff there, guys. Thank you guys for joining us. And for now, we got more coming your guys' way.